I think the first one he came out to was his first night, right?
I did the day before at Caravan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You've been to Caravan since?
Well, I did, but it was terrible.
Oh, okay.
There was like an NVIDIA conference, and there was a bunch of nerds there, and then no one listened to me.
That one.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, and then I got home, and I immediately thought of 20 things I should have said.
All right. Let's give it up for new up-and-comer, Adam Resendez!
Hello. Let's see. So I'm from the Bay Area. I was born and raised in San Francisco. Moved to the South Bay about 10 years ago. And one thing as a long-term renter in the Bay Area that I'll say is this on?
I got you.
Hello. Oh, there we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah, so I'm from the Bay Area. I was born and raised in San Francisco, and moved to the South Bay about 10 years ago. And one thing I'll say as a long-term Bay Area renter is that the B-52s just really overstated how great a shack could be. They're in their shack, they're having orgies and parties and shit on the beach. And I'm in my, $2,500 a month, studio. I'm eating a cold can of beans over the kitchen sink, like some kind of post-apocalyptic sewer mutant. So they totally oversold that thing. And I noticed since I started doing comedy that apparently my brain's prime joke writing time is about 2 to 4 a.m. on a work night. So I get up at 6:30 for work. Guaranteed I shoot up at 3:30 in the morning, have to immediately roll over and write an Elon Musk joke in my phone. And I'm pretty sure it comes from the same part of your brain that comes up with a good comeback to an argument the next morning while you're in the shower. And then you have to spend the next 2 weeks trying to get into the same argument with your friend on the same subject just so you can use the same comeback. And speaking of Elon Musk and comebacks, can we take his comeback, because he's up to 14 kids now, and I think that we should really put a stop to that for the sake of humanity. Is this better? I feel like it just kicked in. Yeah, that was amazing. I'm starting all over. No. And yeah, so I just think that 14 kids by and I don't know if you looked up any of these kids' names. It's like a mess. This guy is terrible.
He has 14.
Yeah, he's got 14 kids by 4 different mothers, and I think he's just trying to populate Mars before he gets there. And the funny thing is, when I do try to write Elon Musk jokes on my phone, it autocorrects it. Elon Musk said demon much, and I kind of keep it that way because I kind of feel like that kind of fits.
You don't like him?
Elon Musk, that guy's fucking terrible. I'm pretty sure, he thinks he's some amazing billionaire like Tony Stark or something, when really he's more like Lex Luthor. He's just a guy with too much money who's obsessed with an illegal alien. So don't worry, I'm not gonna get politically active or anything, political jokes. My political activity is the same as my sexual activity. It's mostly at home, on the computer by myself. So last weekend was actually a cat day in San Jose. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but it's a thing to get cats adopted. And it was the second annual one, and I'm actually kind of surprised they had a second one, since the one last year didn't go well. It was kind of a catastrophe. No, I'm just kidding. 4 people did get hospitalized. But there was a lot less cats this year because ICE started reporting all the Persian and Mexican hairless cats. But there was more Russian light-haired cats, so we did get better coverage from Fox News. So that was good. So I went to my first Alcoholics Anonymous meeting a couple weeks ago. But everyone already knew me, so I don't think I'm an anonymous alcoholic. I'm pretty much well known. And yeah, these people were worried because I would start drinking so early in the day. At 7 a.m., why are you drinking? But what I started doing is I would just wear a Manchester United jersey, and I would just say, "Oh no, I'm just celebrating the match they just had over in the UK." So yeah, so I watched that movie Poltergeist recently, the 80s movie. You know, the little blonde girl, she gets sucked into the TV because they built a house on like an Indian burial ground. And I had an idea. We should make a movie called like Reverse Poltergeist, and it's basically my idea. It's just like a Native American family. It takes place in the 80s. They build a house on like a old like conquistador burial site, and their lives just improve dramatically. Like the husband, the dad gets a raise. The mom, like her Avon business takes off. The son, like he becomes like captain of the football team. And then the little girl, like she avoids getting on the plane with Jeffrey Epstein. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to get political, but so I think that's mostly it. I do have one thing. I don't want to victim blame, but Bruce Wayne's parents they wore suits, fur coats, and a pearl, and they brought their little son down a street called Crime Alley, going a shortcut. And they were surprised when they got shot, so I thought that was kind of disappointing. It's kind of totally their fault. I think that'll do it though. Let's hear it for Izzy. Appreciate it.
Let's keep it going for Adam Resendez. All right. This next comment, I just met the other day over